Imagine having to bow down and kiss the hand of a corpse. In 14th century Portugal, a king mad with grief did the unthinkable. He didn't just mourn his murdered lover. He dug her up, he dressed her in royal finery, and he forced the entire court to swear allegiance to a dead queen. This is the true, tragic, and terrifying story of Inês de Castro and King Pedro, a love so deep it survived death, a revenge so brutal it became a nightmare. History books often hide the dark, twisted truth, leaving only the boring dates. We don't. If you want to uncover the royal secrets they never taught you in school, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't let the past remain buried. But to understand the monster Pedro became, we must first understand the man he was. Before the rot, the blood, and the madness, there was only sunlight. It started in the gardens of Coimbra. Pedro was the crown prince, destined to marry a princess for political power. Inês was just a noblewoman, a lady-in-waiting. She wasn't supposed to be his queen. But the heart does not obey the crown. They say it was love at first sight, a pure, consuming passion that made them forget the world. For years, they lived in a bubble of happiness, hiding in their secret garden, having children, believing their love could conquer the strict laws of the kingdom. They were wrong, but happiness is fragile in a kingdom built on power. King Afonso IV, Pedro's father, saw Inês not as a lover, but as a threat to the throne. He waited for the perfect moment. One day, while Prince Pedro was away on a hunting trip, the king arrived at the estate, not alone, but with 3 executioners. Inês knew why they were there. She didn't try to run. Instead, she fell to her knees. Dragging her children with her, she presented the king's own grandchildren to him. She begged not for her life as a woman, but for her life as a mother. Legend says her tears were so salty they created a fountain that flows to this day. But King Afonso's heart was made of stone. He turned his back and gave the order. When Pedro returned and found his love murdered, something inside him broke forever. He didn't just want justice, he wanted to inflict pain. The moment he became king, he hunted down Inês's killers. When he caught them, he didn't give them a quick death. Legend says Pedro sat down to dinner, watching them tied up before him. In a fit of demonic rage, he declared that men who killed an innocent mother had no hearts, so he would take them. With his own hands, he ripped the heart out of one killer through his chest, and the other through his back. He bit into them, tasting the blood of his enemies. The prince was gone. The Mad King was born, but revenge was not enough. Pedro needed her to be queen. 2 years after her death, he had Inês exhumed. He dressed her decomposing body in royal robes, placed a crown on her skull, and sat her on the throne. One by one, the nobles who had whispered against her were forced to kneel and kiss the withered hand of the dead queen. Today, they rest in the monastery of Alcabaca. But even in death, Pedro planned one last romantic gesture. He ordered their tombs to be placed foot to foot, facing each other. Why? So that on Judgment Day, when the dead rise, the very first thing Pedro sees is not God, but the face of his beloved Inês. Their love wasn't just until death. It was until the end of the world. Now, I have to ask you, was this the ultimate act of true love, or was King Pedro simply mad? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And if this story gave you chills, like this video and subscribe to the channel. The next royal secret is even darker. See you in the next nightmare.